Our progress through the gauntlet of constant change proceeds in the same monotonous process, battling impossible odds with God's speed. Coast the canvas with the stroke of a brush as the seasoned sure genius simply sweeps. Reason leaves no mystery to the smoke screen blown away in the breeze. Suddenly for millions of miles, you can feel a frightening freeze, wearing a chilling smile while wired to steel nerves, sparked by the enlightening epiphany. A soothingly sorrowful siren sounds for nightly prayers, wailing weep, stoning the paraded band of serenading saints, dragged by nooses through the burning city streets. Barbed whips lash their burdened backs, bouncing valleys and peaks, the climax with slipping from a stable grip on the edge of sanity's snapping seam. Love's energy powers the pounding pulse that still strongly beats the undergrowth uprooting the cold jungle of concrete. As the absolute, untamed truth is unleashed with a rash relentless rage that enters a merciless wilderness versus a monstrous beast of the murderous machine, paving the path fit for one voice's will to survive, tuned in total silence that lies under 20,000 leagues, distorted by the muffling of suffocating streams. Meanwhile, we aimlessly sail atop the seven boiling seas as passengers fall aboard a pirate boat. Devilish desire sears the way, saluted by its crew of slaves who hopelessly row, singing songs as the stranded shipwreck sinks with the cargo of our treasured souls. A hailstorm of brimstone brews in the heavens that loom overhead, and as the earth turns, her nursing womb becomes a tomb that swells with the dead, bleeding dry the dying light of a shining sun that sets on the horizon and runs the flooding tide red. As the date is due for the birth of our doomed end, where howling ghosts are trapped in the hollow shells of their sin-soaked hosts, fighting to stay afloat. Prisoners in the demented presence we so dangerously dwell, hypnotized by the fork-tongued sorcerer spells, caged in the dimly lit lairs, bone-littered chambers, down a maze of dungeon cells packed with piles of people, tortured by the horrors forged from the ovens of hell.
Through the earth, groomed in dirt, seeking refuge in confused hearts, at a loss until finally being rescued from the suicide of thought. Saved but not saved, just trying to maintain when plagued by temptation. Every day many are tempted to end things their own way, free of pain, left lingering in a hole only to have to dig your own grave. And written on the wall will be all that you've done wrong, making it harder for that escape. Feeling hollow and depraved, a wave of emotion hits me, drowning in an ocean of self-pity. Ashamed, now realizing they've no one to blame, sealing your fate for what became of good, evil has replaced, leaving you surrounded in decay. Without a path, a shadow is cast, an unrelenting shade, and soon follows the demise for new discovery as all wonder fades. Unable to see, having to make every decision without vision, one becomes easily deceived, choosing to leave, venturing out into the darkness, led by desire as evil then becomes guardian, with death closely following. The earth is scarred in a world rotting. We are lost beyond calling, in a state of constant grief, terrified to leave. When ash turns to dust, who will carry us through this secluded wood no light is ever shown? A place the dead roam in exclusivity, tripping over headstones, trying to seek some sense of clarity. The dead are tormenting, or you hear the immortal screams. On your corpse they wish to feed, taking you off course, forcing you to flee. Torn between moral leave, most panic and abandon the pathway, tearing through the leaf that once grew in this wondrous landscape. Fearing these are the last days, in near release, praying over the deceased. Wake up and realize you are being led astray, not knowing how the passageway tends to sway, encountering all types of evil and hate along the way. In the search for coherence, its appearance can sometimes look a little faint, yet there are times you may come across the very thing you weren't looking for at all, hidden throughout a smog, a gift of varying forms. Before it's too late, take up arms. bearing the cross or die in the illest